exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Madden 22 Retro Rebuild with the Atlanta Falcons. That is right. We continue on. We are about to finish the season. I think this is what, the 2008-2009 season, I think, is where we're at right now. And we currently sit at 8-2. It's been a really good year. If you remember last season, we made the playoffs for the very first time. Yeah, in the entire series. We've been doing this for like 4 or 5 seasons now, maybe even 6 or 7 seasons. I don't even know how long we've been doing it. And last season was the first time we ever made the playoffs, and we actually made it to the Super Bowl and lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was a heartbreaking loss, but we learned from it. We learned from our mistakes, and we come back, and look at us now. We're 8-2. We're leading the division. We're playing pretty well. Aaron Rodgers is playing well. The defense is playing well. We've got a lot of weapons for Rodgers, and we're ready to make it back to the playoffs. And not just the playoffs, back to the Super Bowl. And we're going to find out if we make the playoffs in this episode. First off, we are going to jump in and play this game against the Saints. But let's take a look at the roster. Let's just refresh everybody's memory. It's been a little bit since the last episode. Let's refresh everybody on what this team is looking like in this season. Rodgers at quarterback with Joe Flacco backing him up. Running back Clinton Portis, but this is probably Clinton Portis' last year on the team, even though he's been a very, very good running back for us. Because in the last offseason, we got Adrian Peterson in a trade. I didn't expect that to happen, but it did happen, and he's here. So he's probably going to take over. Then we've got Jamal Charles as well, so both those guys are probably going to take over for Clinton Portis. And we might be able to get something good for Clinton Portis, who knows. But we've got Megatron, we've got Randy Moss, our 2 X-Factor wide receivers. Although Randy Moss's X-Factor isn't activated because we got Clinton Portis is activated, but that doesn't matter. Then we've got Andre Johnson, who's young, Wes Welker, who's still here. We've got Marquise Colston, who's young, and Sidney Rice, who's young. So we've got some very, very good, young, talented wide receivers on the roster. Our offensive line is elite in terms of the development traits. They just need to develop their actual overalls now. So we're good there. We got good backups as well. Our tight ends, we do need some more tight end depth, which I might be looking at in the draft or maybe in free agency, depending on who's there. But we do have some really good tight ends. On defense, our defense is very, very solid. We have Kevin Williams. We have Ellis, Jolly, and then, I got rid of Brock Lesnar. That's right. We had Brock Lesnar for a few seasons. Yes, that Brock Lesnar. Mario Williams on the left side. Robert Mathis on the right side with Justin Tuck and Tim Crowder backing them up. Corners, we've got Clements, we've got Gay, we've got Darrelle Revis, and Davis. So we've got some pretty solid corners. Not the greatest, it could be better, but we've got 2 X-Factor corners, so that's really all that matters. And then we got Charles Woodson playing free safety. He's a little bit older, but we've got Tramon Williams as well. The linebacking core certainly could be better, but we just need, really, our whole problem is we just need to develop. Like, we just need time. Our guys are so young. We need guys to just develop and get higher overalls. Once they do that, we'll be unstoppable. So that's really just our problem. It's just a waiting game at this point. Sean Taylor's still the strong safety. We're looking pretty good. Obviously, kicker is Gostowski. Punter doesn't really matter. So that's what we're sitting with right now. I can show you guys the draft class, even though I showed you guys last episode, but it's the 2009 draft class. It's pretty decent. There are some interesting pieces. Wide receiver, there's some cool ones like Darius Hayward-Bay, Crabtree, obviously, Macklin. I am looking at Percy Harvin as maybe the one guy that we bring in because I think Percy Harvin could be a very good fit for us. The tight end spot, not really that great. If we're going to bring anybody in, maybe it's Jared Cook. That's probably maybe Zach Miller is a day 3 guy. So, I mean, there's a couple options, not really a whole lot in the tight end market. The pass rushing market is not great this season. There is a steady decline of good defenders here. BJ Raji at D-tackle could be an interesting one. Linebacker Clay Matthews is here. Middle linebacker, we've got Brian Cushing, Maualuga. USC had such a good linebacking core. They had Clay Matthews. They had Maivia or Maeva, Kaluka Maeva. I don't know how to say his name, but he was there too. And then they had Brian Cushing. They had Ray Maualuga, and they had somebody else. I think I don't know who it is, but they had such a good linebacking core here. But I'm targeting Brian Arakpo. I'm targeting James Laurinaitis for sure. Those two guys are almost guarantees to be on the team. Clay Matthews, maybe, if he falls to us. Corner. The corner market's not great. I mean, you got Bradley Fletcher. Greg Toller down there on day 3. There's not a whole lot of depth at corner or safety or strong safety. So it's not amazing in terms of depth, but we do have a ton of draft picks. If we go to the most recent mock draft, which is mock draft 2, we currently are selected at number 8, picking Vontae Davis. Then we also have pick 15, pick 19, pick 22, pick 25, 27. So those are all of our picks in the first round. Obviously, we're going to be moving up and down the board like we usually do. We're going to be making trades, probably trading down, maybe trading up, depending on where we go. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be pretty crazy. But all that's been done. All that's been talked about. Let's go play the Saints. This is basically, you could think is for the division. We're 7-3. We're 8-2. They're 7-3. And I think this is the last time we play them. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember what we did last episode. But this might be the last time we play the Saints. And judging by the records of the Bucs and the Panthers, this might be for the division right here. So it's low-key a pretty important game. Falcons, Saints, let's jump in, play the moments, see if we can get the W. If you guys are excited and you like this video, go on and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, join the Juice Club, and let's jump in and play.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all Atlanta. And we drop you in here under the lights.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Saints Falcons. First play of the game. We're starting out hot. It's Randy Moss right down the middle of the field. He's got space and he takes it to the 39. That's how you start a game, an important divisional rivalry game. Throwing it to your big, highly paid veteran wide receiver. One of the greatest to ever do it, Randy Moss. And then how do you follow it up? You lob one to your rookie. Well, I think is he a rookie? Yeah, he's a rookie. We just drafted him last. I'm pretty sure he's a rookie. I don't know. You lob it up to one of your best young players, and then you go up and you try to give it to Andre Johnson, but he can't bring it in. Okay, I've got a little too cocky there. A little too overconfident that I would just be able to walk down the field and just lob up whatever I wanted. I had Calvin Johnson underneath, but I chose to throw it deep. We give this to Adrian Peterson. This is why. I was about to say this is why we're going to keep him as the starting running back next year instead of Clinton Portis. And he proved it. He did really, really well there. We're going to follow our blocks behind Jordan Gross, and we're going to get up to the 14-yard line. 2 carries, 16 yards for all day. Adrian Peterson. Let's see what we can get here. I kind of want to hot route Andre Johnson for a slant, just so I have something underneath in case I need to hit it, in case I want to hit it. And I do want to hit it, but he dropped it last second, Andre. I know you're still young. You haven't developed into one of the greatest receivers of all time yet, but you got to bring that in. I can't feed you those easy ones if you don't bring it in. Luckily, Megatron's going to bring that in all day. Every single day of the week, he's going to bring that in. And here's Clinton Portis. Can he squeeze himself in? He can. They called it. Okay, I didn't think he was going to get in there. I thought they might have called him down at the 1 maybe, but that's his 50th career rushing touchdown. Good for Clinton Portis. I'm happy for you, my guy. Maybe you can help bring a Super Bowl to Atlanta. I would really appreciate that if you did. That's for sure. All right, let's see. Second quarter. 2-minute warning has just come and gone. We are in the red zone, and we're looking to score a touchdown. But not just any touchdown. A touchdown to Jason Witten in the corner. That is a horrible pass from Aaron Rodgers, and it goes incomplete. Probably should have been intercepted. Really, it should have been. That was a meatball that Aaron Rodgers threw up there, and whoever knocked it down just did not catch it. Hands of stone. But we're throwing that back in the end zone, and that one's going to be pass interference. It should have been, at least. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't pass interference. 3rd and 10. Maybe we should go with something a little bit easier, a little bit better suited for our situation. We'll go slant for Andre Johnson just in case. I got to get that ball away, and that's going to be finally not intercepted. I was going to say finally intercepted. He didn't catch that again. What are they doing? These guys have hands of stone in the secondary. They need to fix whatever they're doing over there. I'm going to lob this one up. It's Megatron over the shoulder catch. I was about to criticize Aaron Rodgers' accuracy because he had been struggling that drive. But what an over-the-shoulder lob. Beautifully done. Put in the basket of Calvin Johnson. What a spot. Right where only he could catch it. Beautifully placed. A field goal from the Saints makes it 14-3. We're going to jump in here in the third quarter. It's 3rd down and inches. We're going to give this to Clinton Portis. Hopefully he can power his way through. I think he should be able to. And he will. He didn't really have to power. Now he does to get to the 39, but he didn't really have to power to get across the line. It was fairly simple in terms of just running right through the line. There was really nobody there to stop me. And this is a shake halfback corner. I'm going to roll out of the pocket here, and I'm going to take off with Aaron Rodgers because I think I can get in, and I can. We don't usually do that with Aaron Rodgers. That used to be a staple. Oh, he did discount double check. That used to be a staple with Michael Vick, was to take off and run. That was always my first instinct. But Aaron Rodgers, not so much. But this time I just felt like I had to do it, and we got to get this discount double check on film. We got to see my man do it. Look at the boy. Look at the boy doing the discount double check. There it is. Do it, Rodgers. Rodgers. Look at this man doing the discount double check. Ooh, baby, that's spicy. That is spicy. Spicy. There it is, Rodgers. Rodgers. Do the discount double check. He's doing it right there. Good stuff. Good soup. Let's kick this field goal this extra point because I forgot to go back to the thing. That'll go in. It's 21-3. I'd say we're pretty much in control of this game right now. We are going to go back to the Super Sim, so we don't have to worry about playing anything stupid. Let's keep it going here. 3rd down a little. I'll skip this one. We'll keep it going into the 4th quarter now. They're going to go for it on 4th down. I'll jump in on a defensive play. We don't really do that much. I'll jump in on defensive play. They've got, who is that, Aaron Brooks in the backfield there at quarterback. He's going to find his man. He's got him. What a juke move on 4th and 13. Deuce McAllister out-juked me. I was going to stop him behind the line, but that juke got me. It's 21-10 now. 4:16. Oh, under 4 minutes to go. Accelerated clock really worked there. And it's 3rd and 4. Let's see if we can score a touchdown here. I'm going to just dump this off to Clinton Portis because he's wide open, and he's going to get the 1st down and more. 313 yards and a touchdown for Rodgers, plus the rushing touchdown that he has as well. All right, is this a Randy Moss play? Is this a Calvin Johnson play? It's somebody. One of those two. It's going to be Randy Moss. Oh, my God, he burned everybody but the... What? That wasn't on Rodgers. That was on Moss. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why he didn't catch the ball. It was in his area. Looks like it's going to have to be Megatron who does it. Somebody's going to catch that ball for a touchdown. It might as well be a Megatron. Built from absolute, utter alien technology is Calvin Johnson. They go for the onside kick. We get it. And it is about to be the end of the game. Under a minute to go. 28-17. It's 3rd and 6. We're going to run this ball with Clinton Porter. See if we can get the edge. We cannot get the edge. And they do a good job of stopping us there. But luckily, they have no more timeouts. So they should be just running the clock out. Although we're going to kick a field goal. No, we're just going to let it go. So we do get the victory. And that might be for the division, ladies and gentlemen. Might be. Stats on the day for Rodgers. 26 of 41. 336 yards. 2 touchdowns. No picks. Really good day for Rodgers. Rushing, Clinton Portis had 13 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Obviously, we saw the Rodgers touchdown. Receiving-wise, Calvin Johnson, 7 catches, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was the only one to actually catch the touchdowns. Randy Moss should have had a touchdown, but he just didn't go up and get it. Then defensively, obviously, Brian Urlacher is going to lead the team in tackles because that's just what he does. Sacks, Robert Mathis had 2. He's been getting to the quarterback a lot, I've noticed. Kevin Williams, 1.5. Thomas Davis Sr. with 1. And then Mario Williams was the other guy with the half a sack. No picks on Aaron Brooks. Picks? But we do get the win 28-17, and we extend our lead in the division, and that might have given us the division title. Now, we still have to play the Bucs and the Panthers, I think, one more time each towards the end of the season, which we'll simulate here pretty soon. But that sets us up for maybe a division victory. I guess we'll go find out. Here we are, week 13, 9-2 after just beating the Saints, and look at those standings, 9-2, and then it drops to 7-4. And as you can see, we play the Panthers and the Bucs in the next 2 weeks. It's going to be pretty impressive to see what we can do. Hopefully, beat them. But we're taking on the football team. I gotta call them the Commanders because that's Madden 23 is coming out pretty soon. They're going to be the Commanders. I gotta get used to calling them that. We lost to the Commanders 33-30. That's not good. We do play the Saints in week 17. That's definitely going to be for the division right there, unless we lose these games against the Panthers. They're 6-6. Come on, give me a victory, please. Give me a victory against the Carolina Panthers in the division. Thank you, 17-14. Now we're taking on Tampa Bay, who are 5-8. They are trash. They're in shambles, garbage. Give me a W. 41-6. We blew them out. All right, we are 11-3. I think that might be clinched. Okay, we're not clinched yet. Nobody's clinched yet in the NFC or in the entire NFL yet. So if we go to the NFC South, it's still a possibility the Saints could beat us, especially if they win this game against us. But if we win these Eagles against these Eagles, who are 10-4, they're a really good team. I'm assuming you still have Donovan McNabb. We beat them 34-3. Oh, that's got to be massive. That's got to be massive. We have clinched a playoff spot. Ladies and gentlemen, back-to-back seasons. And we have the best record in the entire NFL right now. So we might get the 1 seed. But we got to get through the Saints. This is for the division, ladies and gentlemen. Falcons, Saints, 12-3 versus 10-5. Please, 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 please give me the division. I want it so bad. Please, 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 please. Yes! We've won the division, 13-3. We're taking on the Patriots. There it is. And we've clinched best record in the entire NFL. And, well, in tune, that also means we clinched the best record in the NFC. So we're going to be the 1 seed. We have clinched the 1 seed in the NFC. What a season. I told you we learned from our mistakes. I told you that. And now we take on the Patriots, my favorite team, who are 5-11. They are struggling since Tom Brady left them. I think he went to Tampa Bay, actually. Or maybe he went to Carolina, I can't remember. But we won that too, so we finished with a record of 14-3, by far our best season of the series. And now we're going to simulate the wild card because nobody cares about that. And we'll see who we're playing in the divisional round next episode. Well, in the playoffs next episode because we got the playoff special. So we're taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, who we played during the season. So the Saints lost to the Commanders. The Bears beat the Packers, and the Eagles beat the Seahawks. Good thing the Commanders won because we would have been taking on the Saints if they would have beat the Commanders because the 1 seed always takes on the lowest seed left. So we would have been taking on the Saints in a third matchup. Oh, that's big. That's big that we got the first round bye. It's big that we won the division, I think for the first time in the series. Let's take a look at stats. Let's take a look at why we had such a good year. I am very, very interested to see. So Aaron Rodgers, 4,300 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 2 picks. That is a phenomenal season in terms of the splits right here, touchdown to pick ratio. Wow, that's amazing. Great job from Aaron Rodgers. What a great season. Rushing, Clinton Portis had 299 carries. You couldn't just give him one more to get 300. 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns. Rodgers had 4 touchdowns rushing. 2 1,000-yard receivers and one that was really, really close. Basically 1,000 yards, I guess. Not really, but basically. Randy Moss had 91 catches for 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Calvin Johnson, 73 catches, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Witten had 995 and 9 touchdowns. Andre Johnson also had 9 touchdowns as well. So Rodgers spreading out the love. Defensively, who do you expect to lead us in tackles besides Brian Urlacher? Patrick Willis, although he might take over once Brian Urlacher's out of here because he's got 127. Tackle for loss leader, Mari Williams had 16. Mathis had 14. Sack leader was Robert Mathis, 13 sacks. Kevin Williams had 12.5. 11 for Thomas Davis. Mari Williams had 6.5. 5.5 for Patrick Willis. Pretty impressive. Interception leader, Nate Clements had 5 interceptions. Revis had 3. And then a couple of guys had 1. Wow, Nate Clements had a really good year too. Forced fumbles, 3 from Sean Taylor. Urlacher was in there. It looks like we didn't recover that many. We didn't recover 2 of them, it looks like. Sean Taylor recovered 2 of his own, maybe. No safeties. 1 defensive touchdown from Patrick Willis, and it's probably... It is a forced fumble for a touchdown because he didn't have any interceptions. All right, so there's some interesting stats in there. And then Steven Gostkowski, he went 48 of 50 from extra points, and he went 34 for 39 on field goals, and his longest was a 55, so a solid season from Gostkowski. Kick returning, Bradshaw didn't really do much, and punt returning, Wes Welker had 2 punt return touchdowns, so I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Actually, let me go see the Buffalo Bills to keep a tab on how Michael Vick is playing. So Michael Vick in his second season in Buffalo, 4,100 yards, 31 touchdowns, 8 picks. Very good season. What did he do rushing? He had 74 carries, 371 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So they have TJ Duckett as well. So they just have the entire Atlanta Falcon backfield, it looks like. Yearly awards, who's going to possibly win these awards? Aaron Rodgers, you would think, is going to take home the MVP because he had such a great touchdown to pick ratio with over 4,000 yards. He's the most likely candidate. We are the most likely candidate to win Coach of the Year. We'll go quickly through the AFC stuff. There's Steve McNair, DeMarcus Ware, Matt Forte, Calais Campbell, Steve McNair again, LT, Brad Smith, Tariq Glenn, Dwight Freeney, DeMarcus Ware, Dante Whitner, Ryan Longwell. Then let's go to us. So we've got Rodgers, Julian Peterson, Matt Ryan, Quentin Groves, Rodgers again, Deuce McAllister, who had that crazy juke move on me, Roy Williams, Olen Kreutz, Robert Mathis, Julian Peterson, Derek Ross, and Justin Medlock are the most likely recipients of those awards. We've moved into top 5 in the legacy leaderboard there with Dan Reeves. That's pretty cool. And now all that is left to do is basically win a Super Bowl for the first time in this series. That's the goal. That is the goal. We can spend these staff points on stuff that we don't really care about that much. Unlock one player that is not interested in re-signing. I think that's all the staff points that we can spend. Obviously, we can spend them on this stuff, but that doesn't super matter. So basically, we just have a bunch of staff points that don't really matter at this point. We've gotten everything that we need. And I think that's time to end the episode. We've finished the season. We've taken a look at the stats. We've won the division for the first time in the series, and we are going to look to go back-to-back in the playoffs, go back-to-back in the Super Bowl. But this time, are the Jaguars in it? I got to check. Are the Jaguars in the playoffs? They were, but they lost in the wild card to the Jets. So the defending Super Bowl champions are eliminated in the wild card round. That's crazy. Are we going to be the team that takes home the Lombardi this year? I certainly hope so. But we'll have to find out in the next episode. Playoff special coming up next in the next episode. I hope you guys do go and enjoy that. If you do, leave it a like. If you like this video, leave it a like as well. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.